Sorry guys, just doing a little take two of the one before. I bumped it and knocked it off. So yeah, it's just a really good way of connecting with yourself again and with others, and stepping away from your relationship, stepping away from your household, your children, and just like remembering that you too are a soul with a soul purpose, your own journey, your own wants, your own needs, and and your own rights to have those wants and needs. So I'll take you to the little, take you to the edge here and show you off the veranda. Oh, it's a bit bright. It's glary now. It's been raining all morning, and that's the cows, because they love their cows. And this is like the little place when you just look back in on it. So it's so simple, but pardon me, that was what I was thinking to myself too when I came in here. Like, I'm 45 now, and I've done the hotels and things like that, of course. And of course they're lovely, like, don't get me wrong. But even when I just come in here before, and I thought it's like the bare minimum, and it's just like the essentials and the basics. And yeah, I just thought, give me this any day, It's just the beauty and the simplicity, it's like priceless. So yeah, so just wanting to share. Excuse me, guys. Phew. Bless me. I couldn't pause it quick enough. So just wanting to share this beautiful little serene moment, and just to share how doable this is for everybody, and how I feel, and on top of that too, like, I actually wanted to stop smoking and things. Excuse me. I caught it in time, that one. I wanted to give up a few habits, vaping and things like that. And I was really getting stuck, in the cycles, and, just, very much a little hippie at heart, living a pretty holistic lifestyle, pretty in tune, pretty aware, all of those things, done a lot of work on myself, done a lot of healing. But there was a couple of things that I just couldn't shake, or felt like I couldn't shake, even if I shook them for like, a week or so, they would creep back in, and I just felt like it was really getting out of hand. And so, whatever your thing is, whether it's alcohol, some sort of substance, or, just whatever you're leaning on, and even that, that little piece of cake here. We went to the shops yesterday. I just bought one little treat for myself, but that little cake, I was like, oh, I had some last night, and I thought, I'm content. So I just wrapped it in a tissue, and I just thought, I'll eat that, I'll enjoy that later. And now is later. So just wanting to share these little ways that we can, it's just 333, that we can really give back to ourselves, and replenish our soul and our energy, and to, again, to remind the magnitude is in the simplicity. We underestimate, the little simple things and the little pockets and little moments that we can have to ourselves. And you know what? I still would be happy to eat that little bit of cake just by myself in a parked car. So you don't necessarily need to come away. I'm going to go in a minute. My nose is running. Pardon me. You don't necessarily need to carve out 2 weeks, though if you can, or when you can, do it. Because I actually did go to book this place. I actually did book it in November last year. And and I was excited, I was looking forward to it. And then at the last minute, literally 2 days before I was supposed to come away, I cancelled. I did have an event that was coming up in the same time, pardon me, that was going to be in that time frame. And so I was like, oh, well, I can't go now, and I cancelled it. I backed out, more to the point. And then I could feel, my soul, like, since then. Not heaps, but enough, you know, and just felt myself say, I really wanted to do that, you know, I really wanted to do that. And yeah, just connect with the garden and nature. There's like an organic garden here and things like that. And it's, yeah, it's really priceless. So, and I've met some really lovely, interesting people. Of course, they're a little bit younger, but again, you know, that doesn't matter. Like, it was a bit clunky for the first couple of days, but again, you know, I was shedding a lot of things, you know, and came away for a lot of different reasons. So that was not all to do with them, you know. And once I just sort of stepped back from that and felt back into my own rhythms and again got back in touch with the reasons why I came away to start with, pardon me, it simplified it. And yeah, you know, it just brought me back to, yeah, reminded me and brought me back to balance and centered me into why I'm actually here. And it wasn't to do with anybody else, it was my own reasons. So I highly recommend this to anyone. And message me, you know, like it's sort of, yeah, it's one of those places. Look, I don't know if it would be for everybody, but if it speaks to your soul, then I say do it. Yeah, so anyways, guys, happy healing, and I'm going to enjoy my cake and my coffee before it gets too cold, even though I'm a hairdresser, so I'm used to cold coffee. And yeah, more to be shared.